Previously on Alien Investigations.
We are going to be playing yet another game of the X-Files Collectible Card Game. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this deck that you got, since it seems that there is a working theme.
So what I did is I built something called the Dead Man's Party, and we've got this Agent Weiss. Agent Weiss is out there. Agent Jack Willis. Hey, look, it's Reggie Purdue. Agent Lamanna. And last but not least, Section Chief Scott Blevins.
Every one of those characters in the show has perished in the course of the series run.
I could have called them the Suicide Squad too, but I didn't do that because Dead Man's Party is even better, because I was a big Oingo Boingo fan when I was growing up.
I've got with me Dana Scully. I should point out this is not just the regular Agent Dana Scully. Joining Gen Con Scully in this matchup will be Agent Tom Colton, Agent Nancy Spiller, Agent Jerry Lamanna, and Detective Manners.
Ah, your crutch, man, your crutch.
He's starting off as the investigating player this evening, my friend.
I'm going to go also to Newark, New Jersey.
At this point, you are free and clear to investigate that site.
Is your method subterfuge?
My X-Files method is not subterfuge. So for case assignment, we'll be sending the team to the Eurisco building in Crystal City, Virginia. Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files result death?
The result is not death.
Not. Why am I not surprised?
Here goes the Los Angeles, California, going out there. We also have, this is the Excelsior State Convalescence Home.
I will be placing one bluff on each site once again. Force the team to make a Sciences 4 skill check. If they fail, choose one agent to go to the hospital. The chosen agent permanently loses 1 health. We'll send Weiss over to the hospital, so his health will be reduced to 3. But we're going to be playing 2 sites. One of them is Braddock Heights, Maryland. We're also going to be potentially sending the team to the Strughold Mining Company in rural West Virginia. Yeah, what the hell. Let's use Scully's 2 remaining tokens to take a look at both of those bluffs. Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files motive ideology?
It is not.
It is not. Right. Yeah, that one's worth a shot. Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files result insanity?
It is not.
So where are we headed?
We are going to go off to Central Prison in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Play on 1 agent to decrease that agent's res value by 1. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep picking on Weiss. Go ahead and throw that cavity token on there.
Is your method violence?
My X-Files method is not violence.
There we go. It wasn't.
We're going to be sending the team to Folkestone, North Carolina. Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files affiliation primordial?
It is not.
It is not primordial.
Cumberland Prison for 2.
Oh, back there again.
We're going back there. We're going to also play Olympic National Forest in Washington for another 2. We are going to also play
Strikers Cove?
Strikers Cove.
Now let's head into investigation, and I'm very, very curious to see which site you're going to be going to.
I want to go to... let's go to... we're going to go to Strikers Cove.
Strikers Cove. Alright.
All of us are going to Strikers Cove. So let's see what we got. What do we got out in Strikers Cove?
We got evidence collection being applied to that.
That is correct.
Break it down for me.
I have a total of 7 evidence collection to try to go for the evidence collection 4, and I can ask an affiliation question.
Okay. So... Alright, so that bluff is Festival of the Hungry Ghosts. Once this card is played, the investigating player may not play any events while investigating this site, except for events which would specifically negate this card. However, I don't think I'm going to actually pay. I'm not actually going to play it. So, okay, what I think I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just discard that one.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 1 to play the bluff Masgrave face up.
Okay.
So that's going to take my conspiracy pool down by 1. Play this card to immediately add 1 conspiracy to my pool for every 2 that you spend at this site.
There are more of these pits. They just dump the bodies on top of each other. Like they were garbage.
And now... Alright, so what I'm going to do now is take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to play Die Hand die Verletz, the German promo. Do you remember that one?
Paul, why don't you get the door?
In the name of the Lords of Darkness, rulers of the earth, kings of the underworld, I command the forces of darkness to bestow their infernal power upon me.
Sein ist die Hand, die verletzt.
Sein ist die Hand, die verletzt.
Sein ist der Ort genannt Fülle.
Sein ist der Ort genannt Hölle.
May the black powers of our forefathers make us strong.
Hail. Hail the Lords of Darkness.
Play this card to look through your bureau deck, draw 1 occult adversary, but do not add it to your hand. Play the adversary immediately for 0 cost on an investigating team, ignoring activation requirements. So, yeah. It's pretty cool,
You still
huh?
have to pay the 7 for the die hand, though.
I still do. So, yeah, it is going to bottom out my conspiracy pool, but I get to go in and get an adversary that I like. Okay. Yeah, that one would be the wisest choice here. Give me a second to reshuffle. All right. Do you want to take a guess which one I'm drawing?
Oh, Colt. Are you putting Dark Angel in there?
Good guess, Dave. Very good guess. For I have pulled the Dark Angel. What's that?
You should be glad you don't have to pay 10 for it.
Yeah, I only had to pay 7 for it. And we get to ignore the activator requirements, which was kind of a moot point because that's affiliation, and this is an affiliation activator. So
That's fair.
Lord has received husband and one children and blessed is the spirit of thy name, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Andrea, wait!
the Dark Angel, Dave, has a game effect of that she may play all combat cards for 1 combat less, although I have 0 at the moment, provided you don't play any cards. But yeah, the Dark Angel, unless negated, has a long range of 5 and a close range of 8.
Yeah.
Do you have any cards to negate that one?
You know what? I'm going to ask you one question.
Go for it.
Do you like rap? Because
I mean,
X is going to give it to you.
X is going to give it to me.
Stay there.
Wait!
You want to see what it takes to find the truth, Agent Mulder? You want to know the things I know? I'll attend to this.
So I'm going to spend my 3.
Yeah.
That Dark Angel, because I didn't want to deal with that Dark Angel.
Yeah. And I'm only going to get to add 1 because he costs 3, right?
He costs 3 total.
Yeah, so that's about the only thing I get back from that. So well done. You got a question, my friend.
I do have a question. It's an affiliation question. So I'm going to go ahead and ask this affiliation.
What is my X-Files affiliation? I forget.
It's affiliation.
Yep. Okay.
I think the best choice on that is to ask if your affiliation is government.
Unfortunately, it wasn't the best choice because my X-Files affiliation is not government.
It's not. But it gets rid of all 4 of the things that it was basically my best chance at getting rid of the most methods that I didn't get. All right, so that card goes away. And this is something you're not going to like.
Why not?
Unexpected call. Whoops, unexpected call gets played.
Son of a bitch.
And I'm going to trade your 9 for my 2.
Yep.
Please hold on.
Who is this?
Who is this?
Who gave you this number?
You probably know him. A man named Krychek.
Alex Krychek.
Yeah, nice guy. Killed my father. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, do you?
It's Mr. Mulder, isn't it?
So nice of you to remember.
Mr. Mulder, can we meet somewhere?
Oh, I would love to.
Give your phone number to my assistant. He'll call you back in 5 minutes. Tell him I'll meet him in 3 hours in Central Park, near the lighted walkway off 79th, near the reservoir. When you hang up, have this number disconnected.
Got 2 is because my friend in the FBI dumped the extra 2 in there. I was burning everything.
Oh,
2. That's
damn it.
Yeah, so I get 9, 8, and that's 9.
Oh boy, God, I hate that card. I hate that card so much.
And then the last thing I'm gonna do is play my hard evidence, so I can get.
We're in. Oh yeah, because we're still in your debrief. We're in debriefing. Go for it. Go for it.
So,
oh man.
Yeah, I'm so not used to playing that card, so I spend the 2 to get 3.
So, yeah, you played a lot of cards, so you probably don't have to discard any for debriefing at this point.
I'm down to 3. Yeah.
All right, I've got 5 left, so burned everything I had pretty much. So all right, we'll pass it back to me, and we'll see what I can do with these meager resources I've got left. My free card. Okay. All right, so I think I'm just going to probably just put everything into my resource pool. Thank you very much. 2 from friend in the FBI. 6 more for my team. Brings it up to 10. Return Colton and Spiller's tokens right back to them. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to buy anything. Yeah, I'm staying. Go ahead and sell.
I'm not selling anything.
Not selling anything, huh? Okay. So, how much conspiracy points do you have?
I currently have 4.
4? All right. Okay. So, in that case, we'll head into healing then. No healing will be needed at this point because everyone is still in top-notch form. Requisition, no equipment cards. Wouldn't if I even had them. At this point, requisition is about as appealing to me as it is to you. For deployment, everyone's staying right where they are. And as we go into case assignment, we'll just be sending the team to one site, and that is the UFO wreckage in Townsend, Wisconsin, which is a multi-site that only costs 1. And because that does have the keyword bureaucracy, Tom Colton will be using his token to pay for that. So the cost of the site is free. Bluff me if you dare.
1.
1 bluff. All right, let's head into investigation. We will be applying our bureaucracy skills to this particular site, of which, again, Colton has 1, Spiller has 2, Lamanna has 2, for a total of 5. Enough for the site prerequisite. Show me the bluff.
The only one you knew, which was Nasty Surprise.
Yep.
So
Add those to your
I
pool.
spend 2 to get 5.
Yep.
So I get 3.
Okay. You know what, Lamana? Let's Lamana this right now. Show me the hand.
You have a deadly blur, which you can't use.
It's motive, so yeah.
And also, Brother Martin is attracted to you.
That's affiliation. Can't use that, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. It is affiliation, right?
It is an affiliation. Brother Martin's an affiliation, and deadly blur is the motive.
He's the motive. He's the one I got to worry about. Okay, keep going.
That's it.
Those are the only 2 cards in your hand?
I have 2 cards.
Oh, wow. Okay. I can't take anything from Lamana.
You can take nothing.
Yeah.
And you'll like it.
Yeah. Well, at least it was kind of like a Scully's Bluff token that basically it served as at that point. All right. So, yep. I leave it to you to decide if you are going to play that Deadly Blur.
To be honest, I probably... To be honest, I probably won't, because
It does reduce their combat because of their long range, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you've got your little manners over there who can go off and hang out and grab a bunch of people. So
perhaps if I included the witness, that would negate that particular one.
Well, of course you do. You have 100 cards in that deck. Well, I got stuff to spend.
You do.
Let's throw Deadly Blur out there.
Yeah, and you definitely called that because I am going to use one of Manners' 2 tokens to call forth the witness.
Might as well get rid of it.
I still got another one right where that came from, thank goodness. So how many conspiracy does that leave you with?
Nothing. That's it.
None?
7.
Turnabout is fair play, and I'm going to burn through your conspiracy like you've burned through mine pretty much every round in which I was the conspiracy player. So the witness that will be joining our party, courtesy of Detective Manners, is Lieutenant Colonel Marcus Aurelius Belt for the low cost of 2, and Colonel Belt will negate 1 alien creature. And knowing that the only other card you're sitting on is
very expensive Brother Martin. Yeah.
Very expensive Brother Martin. This site investigation will be successful.
You can go.
And because of that, my team has been awarded either a motive or result. And I have already taken 2 cracks at your X-Files result with no luck, and 1 crack at your X-Files motive, also with no luck. Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files result abduction?
It is not.
It is not. So, once again, scratch a no.
I could rip out about half of them if I get a result answer.
Okay, yeah. So, all the more reason I'm going to refrain from taking that 1 in 8 chance. Okay. All right, so debriefing. I've got 5 cards in my hand. What do you got? Yeah, you're going to keep it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it, but I also have a whole bunch of money to buy stuff.
Yeah, let's pass it back to you, my friend.
All right. I made the collect call, and that's how I ended up getting it. So, okay, I got my 1 free card. Let's get some... I'm going to actually throw Blevins into Conspiracy. He gets 2 into conspiracy. Then
Smart.
the other 3 go into.
Considering how much you have right now in that resource pool,
yeah,
that's
I
a
don't
smart
even know
choice.
how much I have yet, but okay. And I'm going to buy a whole crap load of cards. Oh, and yes, actually, and also 2 from the friend in the FBI.
Okay.
You know what? That card's actually coming in handy this time. It's just the one time because all my guys are pretty low.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm going to buy, I've got, 2, 4, 6, 7 cards. Yeah, 7 cards sounds nice. I'll buy 7 cards.
All right, so I got some sellings I need to do. I'm going to sell 3 cards. Hack into government files for 5. Erlenmeyer Flask for 4. Evasive Maneuvers for 4. That is 13. Which will take my conspiracy pool up to 14. Fancy that. I'll do 5 cards, and that's going to take it down from 14 to 9. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Well, before anything really happens here at this point, I can do this. This, of course, you don't like it very much, but it's out there.
It is.
So Deep Throat hits for 5.
Go for it.
I pay the 5 to do that. And
yeah, Deep Throat.
There's just one thing I don't understand. Why you gave us so little to go on in the beginning, and why are you giving us so much now?
I didn't anticipate the speed and precision of that cleanup operation, systematically destroying all the evidence. Dr. Barilla, the body's here. Without the evidence, you two have no case. Who would believe the story I just told you? You must put together everything that you have found, and you must find Dr. Sakari before they do. I'll have no further contact with you on this matter.
I am going to ask, is the result physiological?
Damn it, it is.
I was hoping for something there. Okay, well, we're getting closer. Okay, let's go check out some sites. Let's see what happens here. I get a 9. All right. I am leaving the sites out that I have out there right now.
Okay.
Be the best shot. Yes. Okay. I'm going to go to our Excelsius Day Convalescence Home. We're going to head on. We're going to all head up there.
Okay. So let me pull the bluff for that one.
Cool.
What are the keywords on that again?
The keywords on this one were occult, investigation. What's keywords? Hang on. Keywords: site, multi, motive, method, occult, and criminal.
Run! Run while you can! Go on, run! Run! Go away! Go away! You leave us alone.
Dorothy,
Leo,
I need your help.
You leave Leo alone. You leave him alone. Leo! Leo! Leave him alone. You leave him. You leave. Oh, no. Stop. Stop that.
Tell me what skill you're applying.
The skill I'm applying is going to be criminal investigation. I have 6 right now, and I need 5, and this one's for a method or a motive.
All right. Okay, so the face down bluff that I currently have is Detective Thompson, which I'll be only paying 2 because he was face down, and that's going to change your site's prerequisite to bureaucracy 3.
Okay.
Of which Lamana has 2, but you don't have any other bureaucracy coming from the other 3
but I'm playing a grid pattern search at this point.
All right. Yep.
So grid pattern search will play my 2. Will let me get a card out of my discard pile. And says, select 1 card from your discard pile and place it in your hands.
What do you want?
Just a few minutes of your time, ma'am. Beautiful day, isn't it? I wonder if I can interest you in the word of the Lord. Leather bound in black or red. Your choice.
Go away.
This is 1-4. Target sighted.
There we go. It is now currently in my hand. And because you did play that, I'm going to play my Langley that I pulled from
Langley on that one. Yep.
Throw that out there and do that.
Okay, so I'm going to play Injured Relative face up for 5. That's going to take my conspiracy pool down to 2. And Willis has 2 criminal, right?
Willis has 2 criminal. Yes, hang on, let me double check that. Yes, Purdue has 2. Willis is 2, and
everyone else has 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Willis is going to be heading over to the hospital, unless you have something to negate that one.
That I do not. Willis, go visit the family.
Okay. Now I'm going to play Nasty Surprise face up, but unfortunately, because it's played face up, I'm only going to be able to get 2 back to my conspiracy pool, I'm afraid. Last-ditch effort. I'm going to now play Squeeze, my second one, for 3, and that's going to take my conspiracy pool down to 1. And Squeeze, as you recall from the earlier rounds, has an activator of method, of which this is one of the keywords on that site. Evolutionary creature, as previously stated. Long-range combat round is skipped. Do you want to negate him before we head in?
I do not.
You do not. All right, so we're going to head into the combat subroutine. And again, the long-range combat round is skipped, so we go right to close range. How much close range are your 3 gents sitting on?
Close range 2 for Weiss.
Yep.
Close range 1 for Reggie, and close range 1 for... Yeah, so that looks like a total of 4.
Okay, so we will be applying 3 close range from your gents, right? 3 or 4?
4.
So they'll be applying a collective of 4 close range damage to Squeeze, which is going to take his health down from 5 to 1. But at the same time, Squeeze is going to be applying 3 damage, which he's going to inflict on Agent LaManna, and that's going to be enough to send him to the hospital.
That is true.
And now we're going to head into another round of close range, of which your team has between them 3 close range, and that's going to be enough to wipe Squeeze out off the map, but not, however, before he inflicts 3 more damage, which he's going to inflict upon Agent Weiss.
Yeah,
and
of course,
that's
the only guy you can knock out.
Yeah, because he's got 3 health on him, so he is in the hospital, and then Reggie Purdue is the last man standing.
He is the last man standing, but he doesn't have enough to do the things by himself, so he's gonna...
He does not, unless you got a handy-dandy witness on hand.
Oh, no, I don't have any. I don't have a witness. Witnesses are garbage. I don't like witnesses.
Not at this point, they ain't garbage.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, that is all she wrote for that one.
All right, so with that site investigation failed, let's move into debriefing. I have 6 cards.
I have 7.
7 cards. Let's pass it back to me, and maybe this might be the last round because it's after midnight, and I was really counting on you and I finishing earlier than intended. So I've drawn that free card, and once again, I'm going to take 2 more tokens off a friend in the FBI. That leaves me with 2 left. So my resource pool is now at 8. I'm also going to collect 6 res from my agents here. That's going to take it up to 16. Really want to make this count. Let's do 6 cards. Over to you while I decide whether or not I want to buy that. Well, not buy that. Play that blue plate.
All right. Well, the C off of Tildescan, Norway is getting sold.
All right, for 2.
Shotgun for 6. My Fairfield Zoo for another 2, so if that's for a total of 10, I'm going to get 12 because I'm selling another site for another 2. So 12,
Gotcha.
12 conspiracy points.
Sounds good.
I'm going to get 4 cards. Put me down to 10. So even 10 on my end. Look at that.
So skipping the healing phase once again because none of my agents need it. And we'll also skip past requisition because I don't have any equipment to issue out at this time. For deployment, we will be keeping everyone deployed in the field. For case assignment, I'm afraid... Jeez, what am I going to do here? All right, I'm going to play Grid Pattern Search for 2, and I'm going to go into my discard pile to get me a sight.
Holy cow, you bought a ton of cards. You don't got no sights?
I have one, but it's actually not one that I could necessarily use unless I use Manners' last token. I don't know what I was thinking with that one.
I've got them in here too, but strangely enough, I added extra sights to burn.
So, with the help of Grid Pattern Search, we're going to be returning the team to the Eurisco building in Virginia, which is a multi-site, Dave, with the keywords method, result, computer, and bureaucracy. And because it has the keyword computer, Nancy Spiller is going to use her token to pay for that keyword computer site.
Got it.
What bluffs do you have for me?
I have 2.
2 bluffs.
There you go, 2 bluffs.
Let's head into the investigation phase, of which we will be applying our bureaucracy skills to this particular site. Colton has 1, Spiller has 2, Lamanna has 2, for a total of 5. And actually, wait, let me read that. I've already asked if the results. I'm not going to do that condition because it's abduction, and I already asked that one. Never mind. Okay,
you need 5, and you got 5.
I need 5, and I got 5. Good way to break it down. All right, let's take a look at that bluff, good sir. Well, actually, you got 2 bluffs. So.
I got 1, but the first one you hit is laser barrier.
Laser barrier it is.
To pay that.
I assume you're going to want to go with either Spiller or Lamanna because they're each applying 2 to that bureaucracy.
Yeah, let's kick Lamanna out.
Well, he's not kicked out. He just can't apply one.
He can't apply.
Skill.
Yeah, that's fine. Prevent assigned to the site from contributing the agent's skills to 1 skill check. Your choice.
1 skill check. So you're declaring the bureaucracy skill check. Okay. So at this point, I only have 3 bureaucracy on me, and therefore I'm not able to make that skill check, I'm afraid. So what I'm going to have to do to stay in this is I'm going to use Manners' token to call forth a witness from my deck.
That's fair.
Mulder, I think that you and the hypnotherapist were leading her, and I think that there was more confabulation in the second version than in the first.
I think you're wrong about that, Scully. But I do think you're right about one thing, that this case might not have anything to do with aliens.
Hey, I just got a call from some crazy blankety-blank claiming he found a real live dead alien body.
I'm going to bring out Senator Richard Matheson, who is a resource witness, actually. And I will place 3 tokens on this card and discard a token to add 2 to one team's bureaucracy skill check. I may do this once per turn, and I'll discard this resource when all tokens have been discarded.
I take it you're familiar with the high-resolution microwave survey. The search for extraterrestrial radio signals. They shut it down. You have to get to the radio telescope at Arecibo, Puerto Rico. I'll try to delay them as long as I can, but my guess is you'll have at least 24 hours. After that, I can no longer hold off the Blue Beret UFO retrieval team. And they have been authorized to display terminal force. What am I looking for? Contact.
Because he has the keyword bureaucracy, Colton is going to pay 1 his RP token, so that's going to cut down the cost of Matheson, so it's going to take my resource pool down from 8 to 6. I'm going to remove one of Matheson's tokens, and that's going to add 2 to this skill check, which is going to bring me back up to the magic number 5. So I'm still in this. What's the other bluff, by the way?
That is Sheriff Daniels, who wants to do a Subterfuge 3 check.
Yep, Subterfuge 3.
Well, even if Hartley and Samuel are fakes, it's still a long way from accusing the boy of murder.
I got witnesses to say the boy was there laying hands on those people when they died.
You think that's how he killed them? With a touch?
I don't claim to know how or why he did it. But we've been looking for the boy since Tuesday, and he does not want to be found.
Well, there's nothing out of the ordinary about these reports, except that there were no autopsies performed.
Hartley managed to block my autopsy request on religious grounds. Also doesn't help that the county coroner is a dues-paying member of the Miracle Ministry.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pay 4 to play the Erlenmeyer Flask. That's going to take my resource pool down from 6 to 2, and the Erlenmeyer Flask negates any 1 card played against your team during a bureaucracy or alien investigation skill check. So bye-bye, Sheriff Daniels. So, wow, that was quite the back and forth on that one. I've really had to work for that one. So let's hope the question actually proves...
hopefully so.
By any chance, is your X-Files result manipulation? I think it's manipulation of evidence, if I'm not mistaken. It is not. So it's physiological imbalance. I really wanted it to be the central operating system because my team, I got 2 agents from Ghost in the Machine. I've used Uresco from Ghost in the Machine twice in this game, so it wouldn't very fitting if your X-File was that, but I've just scratched it out, so it's not that one.
That's too bad.
So, yeah. So now I've got you down to 4, and...
I've got you down to 5. So
you got me down to 5? Oh, geez. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to take a crack at it, because I may not... I've actually, at this point, my discard pile is about dead even with my Bureau deck, so... And if there's a chance we might get to call it a night relatively early, let's do it. Dave, by any chance, is your X-File .com?
It is not.
.com. All right, so you have been awarded a penalty question, and you can ask me either a result or an identity. What's your poison, good sir?
Well, I guess the identity I would go for at this point is Leonard Vance.
Is that going to be the question?
That's going to be the... I'm going to look for see if you're Leonard Vance.
It is not Leonard Vance.
Leonard Vance.
So you got me down to 4 now?
I do.
What a game. What a game.
That is my turn.
Yeah.
You get to dump your cards first. I
gotta dump some stuff.
I've got 5, so I'm good.
All right. Dumping flesh sculpting. I'm going to dump red tape because I can't even pay for that at the start to prevent you from, drawing cards. So, yeah, that one's going bye-bye. So I got to get rid of one more. Farmington, New Mexico.
Handful of cards. That's why you have to get...
Handful of cards. Yeah. Yep. Now I'm at 7.
Oh, you're at 7. All right. So I get my 1 free one. No, we're back to my turn. Gotcha. I get
back to you.
1 free one. All right, I'll take 1 free one. I will take the 1 free one. Can
I just do my blue plate now?
Sure, why not?
All right, cool. Just get that out of the way. Blue plate special for the second time. I'm going to flip over a card, and hopefully it's a conspiracy one. Oops, actually it was. It's Darkness Falls. So, well, we'll see if that one comes in handy at all.
Okay.
That one aside.
So I got my free card. I am going to get my friend in the FBI's back.
Yep.
I'm going to get my Blevins 2, and I'm going to get Reggie's 1. So there we go. We still got looks like 6 over there. I think. Yeah, 6. So I got 6. Let's see. Do I want to buy any cards? I will buy 1.
And I will be selling 2 cards, the Thinker for 5 and Alien Discretion for 1. That's going to take it up to 7. 1 card.
Got it. All right, we get Healy stuff now.
Oh yeah. Yep. Let's heal away.
All right. Well, Willis gets to come back out, right? Or
No. Well, he comes out during deployment. But yeah.
So LaManna down to 2, or up to 2.
Yep. And
we got Weiss.
Weiss goes down to 2 because he's still got 3. He's got 3 health guy right now.
All right.
Yep.
Deployment, right?
Well, technically requisition, but I'm assuming you're not requisitioning anything.
And actually, we are bringing Blevins out in the field. He's got tired of hanging out in the racks, sticking on the paper, all the papers and stuff. You don't want that stuff anymore.
Yeah,
he's coming.
Definitely.
Out.
What are we doing next? We're gonna head into case assignment, right?
We will.
So,
alrighty, let's do this. I am going to not play any other sites.
Okay, so we're going to one of the 2 existing ones. So we're skipping past the.
That's true. We've got 2.
Yep. Okay, this one's going there. That one's going there, and yes, 2 on each. So it's still kind of even.
Gotcha. That's fair. Well, give it a shot.
Which one?
We're going to Cumberland.
Cumberland it is. Okay. All 3 of them are going, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yep, they're all gone.
Okay, and that's subterfuge, right? So break it down for us again.
Subterfuge. Blevins has 1, Reggie's got 2, and Willis has 1. So for a total of 4.
Okie doke. I'll flip over this. Should I flip over the
top one first?
Okay.
The one you.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm not paying for the other one, so it doesn't even matter. All right, the first one, or the most recent one that I put down, is Car Troubles. Play on a team of 3 or more agents moving to the same site. The team may only send 2 agents to that site. Owning player's choice, any agents remain in the team, but may not contribute their skills to any checks this turn. In addition, this card will prevent the use of the evasive maneuvers card played by your team.
Okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, cutting back to the game, Purdue will be waiting by the side of the road for AAA to arrive.
That's fair.
So currently at this point, you're sitting on 2 subterfuge between Blevins and Willis, and thus insufficient subterfuge.
That is true.
Do you want to negate that, or
what?
Negate it, or
no?
Nope.
I don't have anything negated.
All right, and I'll discard the other bluff, which was flesh sculpting, which I definitely would not have paid for.
Yeah, unfortunately, with that, I don't get to do that because that site goes away.
All right, so then site has been failed, and we head into debriefing. Quick round that was, sitting on 3 cards, 3 measly little cards, and we'll pass it back to me once again, drawing my free card. Okay, and thank God it was a site, because I was about to be like, this could be a quick round 2. All right, I'm going to return the tokens to, excuse me, I'm going to return the tokens to Colton and Spiller, so they can once again pay for any cards that have their respective keywords assigned. I'm going to use my last 2, a friend in the FBI, and discard that. And I'm going to add 6 more to the team, or to the resource pool for the team. That's going to once again bring it up to 10. All right, so of the 10, 3 cards. That leaves me with 7. I can work with that.
I am going to sell some stuff.
Imagine that.
Here goes the. I will sell that with a site for 1. I will sell a site for another 2. For that's 3 total. Okay. I will sell a shotgun for 6. That's for 9. And I will sell for a nice even 10. I will sell a road trip. So get rid of my 10 and get 10. And then we're going to buy some cards.
A whole lot of them, too.
Probably. Let's buy 7 cards.
That's crazy. You have more conspiracy points than in that little jar, that little cup in the corner.
7. There you go. I'm going to buy 7 cards.
All right. Wow.
So that's 1.
Because this could be it. As we go into healing once again.
I see something I like too.
You saw what? My cards?
No, I see Manners does not have any more ability to go get witnesses to negate my adversary.
Yeah, he does not, unfortunately. So, yeah, Mannerless is kind of rudderless. Anyway, healing phase. Again, no one in the team is in need of healing, so we're skipping that. No requisition either, because there's just no equipment to hand out. For deployment, everyone is going to stay out in the field. It's nice being away from the Bureau for so long. As we head into case assignment, I'll be playing just one site, Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is a multi-site, Dave, with the keywords method, result, medical, and criminal investigation.
Get the hell away from me!
Colton's token to pay for the site because it has the keyword criminal investigation on it.
It just happened to be it's the right cards for the right time, but whether or not they're the right ones for the right time is another
this
matter.
Particular moment.
Yeah, there we go. Two.
Okay, let's head into investigation phase. We will be applying our, take my pick from this one, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to apply our criminal investigation skills to this site. Scully has 2, Colton has 2, Spiller has 1, LaMotta has 1, Detective Manners has 1. So he's going to contribute to this one, actually.
Okay.
So we have a total of 7 criminal investigation amongst my team here.
Okay.
I await whatever bluffs you might have.
2 Tanakas, which are garbage bluffs because I'm not paying for it because you have observation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember when I was saying that it all depends on which cards you get at the right time?
Manners is my observation guy.
Well, yeah, but it's like I've got other cards in here that can also do stuff, but the group is actually fairly okay with some of the ones I got. I just get the wrong ones at the wrong time. So you get to ask.
Holy crap.
Some paramedics here now.
I thought I was gonna have to do a whole
I drew
dance.
a bunch of adversaries. They just don't match up. It just by happenstance.
I'm getting the luck of the draw. All right, so I think I'm definitely going to wrap this up though for sure, and I'm gonna break my rule of never playing Deep Throat, but just because I want to wrap up the game, I'm going to play Deep Throat for 5, take my resource pool down from 7 to 2, and I'm going to ask any characteristic regarding your X-File. Sure. And so I already know your X-Files result because just by process of elimination. So what I'm going to do is just to weed out one of the 3, but, 2, depending on your answer. Dave, by any chance, is your X-Files motive knowledge? And it probably is, because it's 1 in...
Let's see. It is.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring, because it would have been, 2 of the remaining ones or knowledge. So we're down to those two now. I will now ask the question that has been awarded to my team courtesy of my site, my successful site investigation, that is, of which, because, again, I know your X-Files result already, I'm going to ask Dave, is your X-Files method subterfuge?
Let's see. It is not.
It is not. Dave, by any chance, is your X-File fascifaga emasculata?
It is.
It is. And I got to commend you, my friend, because I feel like that win, could have just as gone to you, deservedly so, for putting up a very hard-fought game. Well done.
Why weren't we told the truth?
We didn't know the truth. What we knew would only have slowed you down.
But innocent people could be infected. What you knew could have prevented that.
How? In 1988, there was an outbreak of hemorrhagic fever in Sacramento, California. The truth would have caused panic. Panic would have cost lives. We controlled the disease by controlling the information.
You can't protect the public by lying to them.
It's done every day.
I won't be a party to it. How about you?
You're a party to it already. How many people are being infected while you stand here not doing your job? 10? 20? What's the truth, Agent Mulder?
Yes, okay, so here we go. Brother Martin.
Affiliation.
Which I had a bunch of money for. Manitou, which I had a bunch of money for. Computer access denied, which you would have passed. Unexplainable time loss, which you would have passed.
We had the sciences.
Abduction, you didn't work.
Alien investigations,
and that was it. So
wow.
You got extremely lucky on that last thing, and Deep Throat pulled your ass from the fire.
Deep Throat certainly did, because as you can see, every step of the way, I am guessing wrong on this, except for knowledge. That was a 2 out of 3 possibility, but. Okay, serious. This cat just never shuts up. All right, so why don't we just quickly rule out which X-File do you think I had of the few that you had remaining?
Let's see. Michael Holvey.
Nope. Volcanic Spore.
There you go. Yeah, that was. So yeah, that was what it's. And the only problem with what I had is if I didn't, that affiliation site was the one I needed because the result is garbage. I already had a result. Yeah, the only thing I would have been able to do was ask a question, and I wasn't going to do it being this slow down.
Discard pile, bureau deck. So I got really deep into
bureau deck.
I had a feeling you were going to run out in this game, so but then you would have got to reshuffle because I think that's the normal rules. The augmented rules is that if you get to the end of your bureau deck, I guess you lose, but that's augmented only.
You're supposed to be able to reshuffle. Yeah.
What was coming up next?
What? The stuff? Well, Too Close to the Truth came out, but I didn't need it.
I mean, when was my conspiracy pool ever desirable?
It never was. Yeah, so I was never going to play that. And I had my Frohickey in my hand, and then I had my medical. First aid. I had a first aid card, so I could have played first aid, but it wouldn't have helped me. It would have been my turn. I had to wait till my turn.
I gotta hand it. This was a good deck. That was a good deck you were working with.
I'm surprised it did as well. It seemed like it covered all the bases. It got everybody where it needed to do, and like in the end, I mean, in the end, the deciding factor was a Deep Throat. So it's like you would have had your result or your whatever. You would have had one more answer, but the Deep Throat was the one that knocked it out. But hey, I used one during the game too, but it was like way long ago. So it's kind of like the Deus Ex Machina that comes sliding in.
Yeah, I tell you, like that's the first time I've used a Deep Throat since probably the 4th episode, because I just got to the point where I'm like, I'm tired of relying on that card.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, and it's in a tournament deck. You're silly not to have it. I mean, and I know this isn't a tournament deck, but that's how I build the decks. I always build them with it but in all honesty, only has 1 X. Has 1 Deep Throat, has the 2 Langleys, and the 2 Frohickeys, but it's really kind of a streamline. It doesn't have. I mean, grid pattern allows me to go back and get them. At least X.
I did have a grid pattern in my hand, so had you played anything, grid pattern wouldn't get me in my bureau deck, but depending on what adversary you're going to throw at me, I might be able to go fish out of the discard pile because I played 2 negate adversary witnesses. So grid pattern, hopefully, I was banking on my grid pattern to get me out of that round. It could not have been a better site to play at that point because, yeah, it was dodging all of the activators you needed, which that could have made for a more interesting round had any of those activators lined up. But
yeah, but I mean, in honesty, that at least you had you had the grid pattern, so you could have gone back and got it, but you're still running low on funds. So if you would grid pattern to do it, you couldn't have played the Deep Throat. So it would have been kind of a 6-1, half dozen the other. It's like, okay, would you have gotten to the site and done it if you grid patterned for the wrong thing?
No, I could not. I could. Yeah. I had 7, so I could grid pattern, and then I would have had to pay for whatever grid pattern pulled out. Unfortunately,
yes.
So yeah, Deep Throat would not have come in. Deep Throat was in there just to sell for CP, like in the next round.
I've sold them too. This one, I had enough of a disadvantage by the time I used it that I was like, okay, I've got to use it.
But
well, yeah, that's one of the big complaints that when people talk about the game in general is that that's the thing, is that the randomness of that possibility.
Oh yeah,
it's not pure deduction. It's like you're looking at. It's like you're not deciding that you're gonna automatically get the right answer based on logic. You don't. It's a complete crapshoot because you guess and you're like, oh hey, like I flip that coin. Do I get it? Yeah, okay, I do. And but that's part of the game. It's like it's just there. But it's definitely one of those things that when I talk to people that don't like the game, the reason that they don't is because of that. This game is still very much like a football game. It goes back and forth, but yet somebody can fumble a ball or somebody can return the kickoff. Something can happen that's not normal, but swings the game wildly. So a right answer, a wrong answer, or whatever. Yeah.
I'm just going to do this just for fun.
Sure.
Because this recording is not being seen by anyone but you and I.
Yeah.
And so by tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm doing another game, right? Against David Pease.
Yeah.
The one in which Yost has chosen our agents.
Yep.
I'm going to give you the sneak peek. This is my X-File.
Hey.
So obviously only you know that. So that I'm just going to get that one out of the way.
Considering I've got a podcast the next morning, we'll have to see how that works. But,
yep. Well, no, you're doing it Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, so if you're playing it Saturday night.
I'm playing tomorrow night, tomorrow night.
Yeah, so if you play tomorrow night, it's like I still I gotta do a bunch of pre-work for this podcast, so whether or not I'm ready to start to stay up till 12 o'clock again.
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's going to get recorded live, so you can always just watch it whenever. I'll leave it up for a while. But David's got a team that was chosen by Yost, and neither one, if you look at it, it's like they're like he does have Krychek on his team. So yeah, adversarial speaking, he's gonna have an easier time knocking out my adversaries with Krychek.
Well, yeah, I do like his ability to dump into conspiracy. That's why I like him.
Let me ask you, what is the next deck after Dead Man's Party?
Oh, it would be the Verky bunch if that's the case. That would just
okay. I didn't know if it's at the weenie batch or whatever.
It is the weenie batch.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's the one and the same. When you listed on your phone, I thought it was 2 different ones.
Yeah, the Verky batch. The Verky batch. Yeah. Once again, I can't say that it's. I mean, it was more of a, hey, let's put it together and see how it works.
Thematic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that will be the next one we do, unless I get my hands on a starter or booster, a couple boosters, and we can do another field game.
All I've got right now is I've got the starters. I've got the one starter. That's the one starter I have there. Oh, I won't even tell.
Oh, you don't have boosters yet?
Oh, I do. I have 3 of them.
Okay. So that wraps it up on our end here, Dave. Thank you again for availing yourself for another game. This was a really exciting one. I look forward to editing it, and I do hope I'll get you back for another game in the near future.
Definitely.
Excellent. I want to take this opportunity to thank Guillaume for helping me with all these videos. Believe it or not, the clips from the show that I insert into each of these episodes, the majority of them I get from Guillaume because I'm not able to find them. I can find some of them, but the majority of the clips that I have to add in post-production are because of him. So Guillaume, I know you're going to be watching this video eventually. I cannot thank you enough. In addition to that, if you guys like this video, please hit that subscribe button and then leave some comments and let me know what sort of games you want to see played on the channel. I think that about wraps it up. So got the game tomorrow, the live stream game, which by the time obviously this video goes up, it will have been recorded.
If you're from the future and you want to go back, you can find this. You can
find
yeah,
exactly. Last business. By the time this video is going to get released, the Season 4 expansion and the Scully set, the unreleased Scully expansion, will be available for order. If you are not already part of Dax's Facebook group titled the X-Files Collectible Card Game, you can join that group, and then you can look to getting a copy of the Season 4 expansion or the Scully expansion, both one, whatever you want. Join the Facebook group so you can get in touch with Dax in order to get yourself a copy. Again, we're not making any money from these expansions. They are for entertainment purposes only. You're only paying the cost of printing and shipping. And I believe, Dave, that wraps it up. Any parting words?
Well, it's time for bed.
It is definitely time for bed.
It was definitely a fun game.
Excellent. Thank you so much, my friend. And thank you, everyone, for watching. And be sure to tune in next time for another edition of Alien Investigations.
See ya.